We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Cleveland Browns. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On play action, here's Dart. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Yeah, and you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing his Dart. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Lion.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshawn Judkins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top of the game's 1st score here this afternoon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Ariza in punt formation.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
You look at this Browns defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Take it at the 37. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Browns are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 28. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try it now with Jenkins. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Dart. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen for Jenkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Play action now. Dart. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Giants first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss to Scadaboo, running right. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
18
Here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First down, New York.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down.
Dart going to give to Scadaboo. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Scadaboo. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scadaboo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once again, Judkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man, Dell. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Hawk ready.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. Fighting through. He's still. And a loose football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Viking 18.
2nd and 11. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This one from 35 yards away. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's 2nd and inches.
And now they'll shift things around. To throw his dart. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
And the Giants 1st down.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Durham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
49-yard line.
Go! 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
A give up the middle. Judkins. Oh, he shifts past him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 66 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give. Here's Judkins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a three-point game. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurry, 17.
To throw, Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
32-yard line.
70 Lions.
Working out of the gun is Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Giants.
Dart. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, they picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know what that translates back to? Situational football and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations, know what you need, and find a way to get it.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A run, it's Jenkins.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Jenkins.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Browns are able to add on to that lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Throwing, dart.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Giants.
And once again, it's Scatteroo.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll run from the gun with Scatterbury. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On play action, here's Dart.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Josh Oliver,
a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That one finds Hyatt.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After 60.
Now it's Judkins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
An inside run with Scatterbury.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run here with Scatteroo. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
Here's Jennings. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Dart going to give to Scatteroo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Here's Dart. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First down, here's Scatteroo. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Hyatt.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
41-yard line.
Back to throw. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
Back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer.
Looking to throw, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lion.
Dart going to look to throw here. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.